How you doing, people? Hope you're well. My name's Duncan Walsh, and today I'm going to have a go at an interesting session. I'm going to try and do 100 6-count burpees, but with the jump, with the heels to backside jump. So anyone seeing the channel before will see that I do these quite a lot, but I've never actually done 100 in a row. Got a feeling it's going to be a little bit harder than I expect. On a squash court today, my old home. Got the mat, so I'm definitely not going to slip this time. So then afterwards, I'm going to have a go at 100 5-pump Navy SEALs, so the double Navy SEALs. So it could be quite a tricky session today. Let's get into it. Okay, so this turned out to be a bit of a grind because the first section of this, the 100 6-count burpees with the heels to backside jump, turned out to be a lot more anaerobic than I thought it would be, which of course results in having to slow down, or at least the way I was performing them. And I have also recently discovered a flaw in my technique for burpees, which is making them quite a bit more difficult. Now, as you can see, I start out okay, but it's the type of exercise that after a couple of minutes you're going to slow down significantly. I think these are probably better performed in sets of 8 or 15 to 20 to maintain the quality. I mean, it's good to have a go at more just for the endurance of it, but if you want to keep the quality, it's probably better for 30 seconds to 1 minute efforts with then a short rest before going again, or with different exercises. I sort of still enjoyed the grueling nature of it in one sense, because it's a mental test when you're fatigued and there's only a quarter of them done. But I did decide to do the 100 in 2 sets of 50. One thing though about my burpee technique that I have discovered is that when I draw my legs up to stand up after the push-up, I'm very much on my toes, and this tends to really work the front teardrop quad muscle, the vastus medialis, which is the smallest of the quad muscles. So I've noticed that muscle fatiguing more quickly than I would expect, and sort of been limiting the speed that I go at really. But it's because I stand up on my toes all the time rather than a flatter foot, which would engage the larger quads. So I'll see how that, when I correct that, I'll see how that improves things for the future. Okay, seeing as we're on a squash court, I'll just tell you one of my many squash training stories. No one else wants to listen to, I might as well tell you guys. That squash court is 32 feet long. It's 9.75 meters. And one training you can do for squash is court sprints. I guess shuttle runs is a term most people have heard of. So the session you have to do is 22 court lengths in 1 minute. So there and back is 2 lengths, 45 seconds rest. So 22 lengths in 1 minute, 45 seconds rest, then go again. And you have to maintain that pace for 10 sets. They were called 22s, surprise, surprise. Oh, I used to also add a little more to it for the legs by lunging and touching the floor at each end. So right leg lunge at the top, left leg lunge at the bottom. 22 in a minute was a hard pace, not a flat out speed, but a hard speed. And there was a summer where I was building up 400 meter sprints on a track and court sprints. And my peak session was 32 times 400 on the track on the Saturday. So that was 32 400s with 1 minute's rest interval. And then on the Monday, I was going to attempt 32 sets of 22s. And on the day of the 22s, I actually felt pretty good and ended up doing the equivalent of 51 sets, which took 1 hour 29 minutes, which in one sense doesn't sound that long. But the thing was that this type of session is usually an intense but shorter lived session. But at that time, over the year, I'd managed to build up a volume of high intensity work. And without building consistently, a session like that just wouldn't be possible. Which again is testament to the fact that when people talk about training being consistent, it really is so important. If you do 3 or 4 sessions in a week, and then the next week you do 1 session, well, you have to take the average, which would be 2 or 2.5 a week. I actually know someone who does 50-mile runs, which is impressive. But then in the many weeks around those runs, during the year, he may do nothing for a month at a time. So having a minimum of 3 solid sessions a week has to be a goal, I think, for anyone to aim for. The funny thing about those court sprints, or that particular session, was that I needed 2 courts to complete it, because at the end of each court sprint, a sweat patch was appearing, dripping off me as I lunged and turned at each end, which made it slippy. So I was moving across the court, creating about 6 sweat patches, 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, until I ran out of clear spots. So I had to, in my rest period, run onto the next squash court. Anyway, you did well to sit through that if you're not now asleep. If my wife can't sleep at night, she'll say, "Oh, tell me about one of your squash training stories," and then she's away with the birdies asleep in 2 minutes. Okay, so back to the burpees. I topped off the brutal start to this with 100 double Navy SEALs, because I've sort of quite got into those, and I think I will try and progress these by trying to speed them up in a shorter format perhaps, which will hopefully help by my improvement in the burpee technique, not coming up on my toes all the time. My next vid is a challenge that was put out by Igor at Zero Gravity Training, who has tons of body weight and kettlebell sessions. Definitely worth checking out his channel. His challenge was 200 reps of a combination of burpees with burpee squat jumps in 10 minutes. So it was 200 in 10. But of course my masochistic mind had to think, hey, why not? Why don't you try and do 400 reps in 20 minutes? Great idea. Anyway, you can see how that went. So thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.
Aye. Aye.
there.
Minutes lunge jumps, minutes rest, minutes squat jumps, minutes rest, minutes heel to backside burpees, minutes rest, and minutes star jumps. Lie down.
When it click through, try to send this box to the SLB run. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so slow. Everybody know I'm on. You know when it click through. Try to send this box to be a slow beat. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Yo, big vibe. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so slow. Everybody know I'm on. You know when it click through. Try to send this box to be a
Okay, good session. I think I've got to refine my technique on the standing up section. After you've done the push-up, bringing your legs up and then standing up. The position of my feet are slightly wrong, I think. My knees are a little bit splayed out. So I'm going to work on that. Also, the touching your toes before you go down for the push-up makes things slower, but I think it's less pressure on your wrists. Because if you go down from a high position, it feels like you could put a lot of pressure on your wrists. Anyway, maybe have a go at that one. Keep training hard. See you in the next one.